Yo, welcome to another video, guys. Today we are going to talk about Giants and how I got this team to 100%. And yes, we are using a Giants killer by the name of Laika. Elemental disadvantage? I think not. Anyways, a few of the guildies and some people overall kept asking me, I can't get Giants 100%. I want it around a minute or better. So today I want to showcase this. I originally theory crafted this team for the mid-game progression series, but we had a hiccup. I didn't have Leica on my mid-game account. So if any of you have Leica on your mid-game account, mid-game runes, mid-game towers, do me a favor, send me a private message on Discord and we will showcase your team. It is going to be built a lot different than this one. This one is more of an end game team, alright guys? So let me show you ideally how this team would run. Alright, the awesome thing here is that we have a way to manipulate the AI a little bit. Check this out, alright? Now, this is assuming that Leica doesn't derp. We need him to do justice. The awesome thing about Leica is that he will always target the right crystals. He's always going to target these because these others are water. So check this out, guys. Every time he uses justice, he was always going to hit one of the crystals, therefore getting it low enough to trigger Lushen's perfect AI to use amputation magic. Boom. You saw how I pressed play and then Lushen used amputation magic. Now here I want to show you ideally how a run would go. We would hit this defense break and then the homunculus would do this. Ideally we would take either Laika and the crow. We didn't, but it is what it is. Had we might have been able to do this and then proc and boom. Very, very easy, right? We still were able to do it, so not a problem. And then watch this. Boom, amputation magic again. Boom, right? And here, it doesn't really matter what they do. As long as the homie doesn't derp, just like that, they will drop the Giants really quick, all right? They really will. So that is how the team's going to work. Of course, I'm going to show you how it's built and all of that good stuff, right? But I do want to show you guys, unfortunately, this is Summer's War and not everything has perfect AI. So I'm going to show you a few things. First of all, we are going to start with why you want the Leica. Why the Leica is key for this, all right? All right, here we go. So this looks just like a normal run, right? Now you saw right there, my Lushen, it's really rare, but once in a while, he's just not fat enough. So he leaves something at like 1 HP. So I need to add another fight set or something in there. So we'll see. Let me move myself over a little bit here so I don't block anything. Perfect. This is where we want to be from here on out. Now, aside from that, it works pretty fine. You saw right there. But look at this. This is worst case scenario on the boss. You notice he didn't land anything. Lauren didn't land enough pushback. Lauren didn't land the slow, and holy shit. The tower defense broke us, and the Giant got a turn and wiped us, basically. Now, had that been anyone other than Leica, he would have died also. So check this out. This is why you want Leica. This is what is going to make this 100%. No matter what happens, the Leica is going to end up soloing the boss. So this is why Leica is amazing. And I know some of you are going to say, well, I don't have Leica. Who can I replace him with? And the answer is Garo, but he's just not as good. The reason for that is because Leica, he cannot glance, right? He cannot glance. So the water element really doesn't matter, on here in the mid boss and on the boss itself. So now we are looking at perfect scenario, guys. We got 2 of these runs during the first 10 runs that I recorded today. So this right here is one of the fastest runs we're gonna see, and I think it's right around its limit, or I guess its best time potential. Really, it could be a little faster if maybe they set up the crow there at the end, but 40 42 seconds. So let's take a look at another fast run because they went back to back here. But look at that, guys. You know, he does the justice and then boom, triggers the perfect AI on the Lushen. This is the problem though. The reason why you are never ever going to get consistently, you know, in the 40s is because no matter what, the resistance is real, man. And even with the Lauren having, you know, just crazy accuracy, she's still gonna get resisted. You saw it on the see right there. She got resisted on the defense break. Luckily, the homunculus was able to take her with, and boom. This is gonna be another fast run. Let's see how fast this one was. I think it was right around the same time. And let's see, it should be around 42 seconds as well. They went back to back if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So 42 seconds. Now, like I was saying, you know, unfortunately, this is Summoner's War. The AI is not perfect. Let me show you what happens when shit hits the fan. So it's basically Derp City here. Just Derp City. You saw the Leica derped, did not use justice. Therefore, the Lushen was able to derp as well. And then, you know, they had kind of, you know, the homunculus blew her cooldown on the team up or the rock on, so we didn't have it. And now here, look at this. It's taking a while. The counter attacks from the Leica kind of add some seconds to it. But it's gonna get worse, guys. It's gonna get worse as far as the time goes. So right there, you notice also the Lushen just blew his amputation magic. So there's no way we're gonna have it back for this next wave, which is very unfortunate. As you can see, we don't have it. But another thing that why this is so safe is because no matter what, the Leica will always target these towers, and that was the reason why a lot of people were failing. On this wave, they just weren't targeting the towers, and if both towers moved, it was wiping their whole team. So even when he doesn't use justice, he is going to actually. So even when he doesn't use justice, he's going to actually trigger the rest of the monsters to go after that tower because it's already low. But you can see here. I mean, look how slow this run is. Definitely not ideal. Definitely not ideal. This is like I said, this is like the worst case scenario. This was the slowest run that we got. It was I think a minute 30 something. Let's take a look. Yeah, a minute 37, guys. Let me show you how to build this. So the turn order is Laika, Lushen, Lauren, homunculus, and then the crow. So again, you already know why the Leica moves first. That's to trigger the perfect AI on the amputation magic when he does do justice. If you can make an amazing Leica that can get the crystal down with skill 1 even when it derps, great for you, man. Let me know in the comment section if you have a god Leica. I don't. Anyways, so that's what you're going to do. Now, guys, this is my Lushen, and these are like the minimum stats, guys. These are like the minimum stats required to one-shot without attack buff. So here we've got 10% on crit damage, skill 3, and then here it's only 3%, but I don't know. It may come in handy. I don't know if it matters or not, but I am using the 5 fight says 3 on her, 1 on her, and 1 on the crow. Never mind, I'm using 4. I used to have 1 on the crow. Maybe that's why he wasn't able to drop it one time. So that's one change I can do. I can put the fight rune on the crow, and that's actually going to speed it up a little bit. That's going to help his damage. It's going to help the Leica. I actually switched him over to the shield because I was running something that's not the Leica. So now I can actually put him back on fight if I want to run this team, which I probably will. Because why not? A minute is cool for me. A minute is cool, especially if it's 100%. No problem. Ideally, I wanted 40 seconds, but it's not 100% when it's 40 seconds. So we all know how obnoxious that can be when you go 10 runs, and then fail, right? It just sucks. So, anyways, that is the crow. These are his stats. He can definitely be upgraded. He's not that great. You could put him on rage. I have not tested him on rage. I will be doing some more testing on him, but I do like him on violent because he can do skill 3 and then proc into team up, and then as you saw it on the mini boss, it makes it go really smooth. And then her, she is actually just full damage, guys. You don't really need any support from her. You kind of want her to die so she can rock on again. So she is attack, crit damage, and attack, and no accuracy on her. I really don't need her to strip anything for Giants. This is my new homunculus. This is the homunculus I'm running in Giants. But you do want violent because she does derp. So if she derps, then she can, kind of make up for it and proc and then do her rock on. And then the Lauren, I put her on triple fight. Triple fight, this is my BJ Lauren, but since I haven't been doing too much BJ, R5, I just took off the will runes, hits these two, and I can switch them right back whenever I do want to do some BJR5, which works out very well. So this is the team, guys. I know you guys are wondering, well, we want to see some of these 10 run screenshots, right? So I'm going to leave those rolling at the end of the video. If you stayed to the end, then you get to see them. But guys, this is how Laika became a Giants killer. If you didn't know, now you know. You know?